welcome to my channel with me, Emily D, and I'm so happy you're here. So today is the first Sunday of the month, so once again I'm here for a Sassy Divas collab, and this time we chose to go with a carnival theme. So I have done one eye off film, as you all can see. So what I thought of was all the colors on the Ferris wheel, so I did a colorful bright look and I added some little stars here on the side, a little face tattoo thing, so I'm excited to get into it. So there are 6 of us ladies in this collab. There is Miss Glitzy Gem, Miss Tracy and Chloe Unboxing Beauty and More. There is Miss Jennifer Loves Makeup, Hillbillies Creativity, Faye Blatcher, and then there is myself. So in this collab, y'all have to leave a comment on every channel, so it's easier for us to find if y'all are publicly subscribed to all of us. And let's get into this look. So if you would like to enter the giveaway, you do have to leave a comment on every channel. That is important. So to start with, I'm going to start with the color green. And I'm going to go in with this Michaela palette. So I'm going to go in with this deep green called Workaholic. It is right here in the middle. And I'll be using the 131 Luxie Mini Angled brush. So it does have a tiny angle to it. And that is going to go on the inner corner of my lid, on the inner part here. So let's just lay that down right there. And it's just staying on my lid. I'm not taking it up any further. I'm going to fade it up with other shade, with a different color, but it is going to be a green as well. So it can blend out pretty, very beautifully. So there is that deep green shade all over the lid where I want it, on the inner part. So now I'm going to go in with a deep dark blue shade, and that dark blue shade is going to be inside this Jawbreaker palette. There's this one right here, and the dark blue is called Soaked. So it is this one right here. That is going to go on the middle part of my lid. And for that, I'm going to be using a MOTD Come Through contour brush. So it is angled as well. And that blue is going to get laid right in the middle of my lid. Blend it in with the green, just on the eyelid and right into the crease, no further than that. So there is that deep blue shade laid down. Y'all should check out all the other ladies as well, see what looks they went with, they created. I'm always excited for the Sassy Divas collab because everybody does such unique things. Everybody always has a different theme, something different for them. Okay, so there is the dark blue and the dark green on the lid. So now I'm going to go in with a deep purple color, and that is in a different palette. That is in the Spectra palette by the Gourmand Girls. So it is this one. And the deep purple is called Butterfly Kisses. It is up here on the top. So that is going to go on the outer part of my lid where it is left blank. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to blend it with the blue. And I'm taking it right into my crease. So there's that shade as well. These shades, all these palettes are very nice. The colors blend pretty, very seamlessly. They are very easy to use. So there is that dark purple shade. So now to fade the colors going up, I'm going to be using like pastel light color shades. So for the light green, it is in the Jawbreaker palette. Inside this one, once again, I'm going to be grabbing so many palettes right now. And I'm going to go in with this lime green shade called Sour. It is this one right here, Sour. And that is going to be, for the purple, I use a Bad Habit number 5. And it is domed and fluffy a little bit. So now I'm going to go into that Sour shade, the green, and this one is by Alamar, and it is called a Detailed Diffuser Brush. So it is small and fluffy, it is round. So here is light green, That is going to get buffed above the dark green, just in that area. I'm not taking it above the blue at all. The green is staying with the green. I'm just going to buff it right here in a little circle to get that dark green diffused a little bit and blend it up. Okay, so now that is done very easily. Now I'm going to go into the baby blue shade, and that would be in this palette, the Mosaic Trend Beauty palette. So it is this one here, and the light blue shade is called Modern Twist. It is right in the middle, that blue color. And I'll be using a Luxie brush. This one is called a 121 mini tapered brush. So it's the same thing, it is round and it is fluffy. And that is going to go buffed right above the blue. So that's going to go over there. And now for the light purple is also inside this Trend Beauty palette. And that is the very lavender light purple called Fame. And Fame is this one right here. So that is going to get buffed right above the other dark purple. And for that I'll be using MOTD Miss Shady Lady. So it is round as well and fluffy for blending. So that is going to come right above this deep purple here and get blended up. So there are those shades all laid down. Now I'm going to go into some shimmers over the lid, over those base colors. And those shimmers, let's put a little more of that blue in. I don't really see it too much. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now let's put a little bit more of that purple shade down, just to really make it pop, right on the top. Alright, so now for the shimmers. I'm going to start with a green shimmer, and that was in this palette, actually in the Mosaic palette, and it is called Composition. Composition is this deep green shimmer down here. So that is going to go over the green that I laid down already. So that's just going to go right on top of the lid, just to make it a little more vibrant. And for that I'm using an MOTD Smoky Detailer. So I'm just packing that on. And this is kind of dense. It's a dense, tiny little round brush. So there is that shimmer green laid down. And now the shimmer blue, Teardrop, and it is in the Spectra palette. It is that blue right there. And for that I will be using this tiny little detailer brush. I'm just dropping everything today. This is a Luxie 111 mini flat angled. So it is round, a tiny little round brush. And so we're going to go into Teardrop and pack that right above that blue shade there. Put that right on top of it and blend it into the green just a little bit. Okay, so there's that shade. And now for the shimmer purple, I'm going to go into the color called Sapphire. And it looks blue, like a deep blue in the palette, but it comes off as a purple when I put it on. So it is this one down here, that deep blue color, but it looks purple when I apply it. So that's very interesting. And for that I'm using this Alamar brush, and this one is a pigment packer brush. So it is very dense. It is kind of oval shaped, and that is going to come right over this purple back here. So there are all the shimmers laid down. Now I am going to get some liquid eyeshadow to do that little detailed line right into my crease right there. So let's do that. And I have this tiny little angled brush. It is so little. So this is the brush I'll be using. And I'm gonna use this Appeal liquid eyeshadow. And it is in the shade called Rose Gold. So this is it. I'll be applying some onto this little card I have here. So let's put it on this card. And then let's apply it to the eye. Okay, let me grab a little mirror so I can see what I'm doing better instead of holding a big old palette up. I just had a little mirror. I don't know where I put it. So I'll just grab a different one. Alright, so now I'm going to get the color off the card. And it's just the tiniest bits on this brush. I don't know if you all can really see that. It is very little right on the tip of the brush. And that is going to go into my crease. And I'll just dip in if I need some more. So let me look up and see where my crease is. So it is about right here. So that will be getting packed into that little line there. And out to the purple. This one kind of, there we go. I needed to make it a little bit longer. So let's do the same on this side into the purple. And it starts right on the edge of the green. So there we go. There is the little gold line. And it goes right to the edge of the purple. So it looks like this side needs just a smidge more. And whenever I look up, you can't even see it. Notice if I look down, then you'll see my little gold pop come out. And that's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so there's that. All right, pretty. So now, let's see what brush. I have this tiny little Luxie brush. This is a 141 mini round. It is very tiny and round, and I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight. And I will be using a yellow shade, and the yellow is called Sci-Fi inside this Spectra palette. And Sci-Fi is a very vibrant yellow, and it is right here, is that one right there. So that is going to get packed into my inner corner. And I'm also going to apply another type of yellow right on top of it to really make it pop. And that will be inside the Jawbreaker palette. So here is the Jawbreaker palette. It is Jeffree Star. And I'm going to go into this yellow shade called Wow. It is right there, that yellow. And that will be going on the inner corner as well, just to add a little more yellow color to it. I really want it to show up. Okay, now for the lower lash line. Oh no, I need to do my highlight real quick. Okay, so let's put the highlight on the brow bone. And I'm going to use this Alamar brush. And it says Crease Control Brush. It is kind of flat. And it is domed, like it has an arch to it. So I'm going to go into this Jawbreaker palette, and the color is called Jawbreaker. So this color will be buffed out right on my brow bone, as well as packed onto my inner corner there where the yellow was. So let's put this on the brow bone. This side needs a little more. Let's really highlight that. Okay, so now for the little inner corner, I have this tiny little flat brush. Whoops, looks like this. And I'm going to go into that same shade called Jawbreaker. And I'm going to be packing that right where I put the yellow, just to really make it shine. Okay, now the lower lash line. The lower lash line, I'm going to be using this tiny little angled brush, just a plain little black brush, and I'm going to be going into that deep green in the Michaela palette again. So that is right here in the Glam Light. That was called Workaholic, the deep green. And that's going to be buffed right on the inner corner of the lash line. So let me get this little mirror so I can look up with it. So hopefully I'm not blocking you all. That is just going to be packed on the inner part of my lash line. And then I am going to go in with the same brush and diffuse it out with the lime green shade that was in the Jawbreaker palette. So let's go into that palette and get that sour shade again, which was that very lime green right there. And that is going to get buffed right under there too, so it can diffuse that dark green a little bit. It won't be so dark. Right under it, so it can blend pretty, blend very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to get another tiny little angled brush. This one is just like this little angled brush, and I'm going to go into that deep blue shade. And the deep blue shade was in this Spectra palette. No, it was in the Jawbreaker palette. I have so many palettes up here, I'm already getting confused. Okay, so the deep color was called Soaked. It is that one there. So that is going to go right in the middle part of my lower lash line. And let me get my little mirror. So I gotta look up and put it right in the middle. And then I'm gonna get the baby blue shade with the same brush and just diffuse that. And that was in the Mosaic palette, which is this one here. And it was called Modern Twist, that little light blue shade. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the dark blue. I'm going to do it with this light blue. Buff it under there so it's not so stark. It'll kind of fade out like the top. And now for the dark purple. The dark purple is the same thing. Another tiny little angled brush. And the dark purple, that one was in the Spectra palette. So here it is once again. The dark purple was called Butterfly Kisses. And it is this color right here. So that is going to go right in the outer part of my lower lash line. So let me look up. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing here. And it is going to get packed back here, right by the blue, and flicked up so it can be connected to the top. And then I'm going to go back into the Mosaic palette, and I'm going to get the light purple shade as well. And do the same thing as I did the other times, just buff it with the same little brush, and this color is called Fame. So that is going to go right on top of the dark purple with the same brush, buffed out the same way. So there is all that. I'm trying to go as quick as I can because this video is going to be pretty long. My secret word for this video is going to be carnival. And let me know what kind of carnival look y'all would have created. Would y'all have put a lot of glitter? What would you all have done? I just thought of the Ferris wheel and all the little lights and the games, all the colors. So I wanted to do something fun for this one. Alright, so there is that look. So now I'm going to go off camera real quick. I'm going to put on my mascaras. And let me just show you right now. The mascara I'll be applying is this Wet n Wild. And then on top of that, I'm going to be putting the e.l.f. Lash Extending Mascara. And then I'm going to go in with these Cara Eyelashes 100% Human Hair number 505. So that's what the lash looks like. So I'll be right back. So this is my final look for a festival theme. The little stars on the sides of my face. This pretty eyeshadow look. I did just put my hair down and apply some earrings. So this is it. And on my lips, I have this Give Them Lala Beauty. It is a brown lip liner. And then I just applied this red gloss I have here. And this gloss does kind of give a tint off. So I just rubbed it together and it faded out very nicely. So this is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you for spending some time with me. Have a wonderful day. Bye.